I'm sitting on the edge of ancient Annapolis on the southern end of the island of Crete, overlooking the ancient harbor of Phoenix. Phoenix is mentioned once in the scriptures in Acts chapter 27. The Apostle Paul, on his way to Rome, on the Alexandrian grain ship, stops in Fairhaven. They're debating, because it's late in the season, that the sea lanes will be closed soon, October to March, that Paul says, let's stay in Fairhaven. But the sea captain, the centurion, said, no, let's continue on to Phoenix, try to get there, because they have two harbors, two good harbors, and probably a granary where they could offload the grain from the ship for the winter, put it back on in the springtime, and then sail on to Rome. The text says in Act 27, nevertheless, the centurion was more persuaded by the helmsman and the owner of the ship than by the things spoken of by Paul. And because the harbor was not suitable to winter in, the majority advised to set sail from there also, if by any means they could reach Phoenix, a harbor of Crete opening toward the southwest and the northwest, and winter there. Paul tried to get there, the ship tried to get there, but the nor'easter came off the hills here and blew them off toward the shores of Africa, the Kurdistan, past the island of Claudius, which you can see in the back there. Now, this is important for the identification of where Paul's shipwreck might have been. The fact that the sea captain had to offload his grain during the wintertime tells us that when they landed in Malta, or they tried to land in Malta, they would have to go to the Grand Harbor. In the Grand Harbor, there was granaries where they could offload the ship. So any sea captain worth his salt coming from Alexandria on his way to Rome would have stopped at Malta during the wintertime if they couldn't make it to Rome, and stop in the Grand Harbor. So the sea captain knows the eastern end of the island very, very well, which means when the sea captain, when it was daylight, he didn't recognize the land. He couldn't have been on the eastern end of the island. He couldn't have been on St. Thomas Bay. He had to have been on the northern part of the island, St. Paul's Bay area.